Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Chosen intel. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a new AFK glitch and an easy way to farm out some solo loot. Now, some of you might actually know this particular glitch already. I've never really talked about it on my channel, but I'm sure it has been covered plenty in the past. In either case, if you know this or don't, I'm going to be sharing with you all the aspects of this particular glitch and a new way to make it even more viable if you already do know it. Added, I will be showing you a couple of ways where you can farm out some easy loot that is actually somewhat sought after because of the meta at the moment. Gonna get to all this information in just one second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret word or hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Okay, so like I said, some of you might actually know this particular farm. This is good for farming out Glimmer as well as XP, as well as a couple of loot chests, but more specifically XP. This is an AFK glitch that can be done in the Shattered Throne Infinite Thrall Room. People have probably used this maybe before during the seasonal activities when you have to farm out some stuff for Ava Levant. But overall, it is still a really good farm to do if you're just trying to get some XP or some Glimmer. It's not really that hard to explain if you've never done it. All I'm using here is Bottom Tree Sunbreaker Titan with Sol Invictus is really what is doing the work. That essentially gives you solar abilities and restores your health on every solar kill. So once you get it to proc, you just stand in one place, and so long as there's enemies coming at you continually creating the well that you're standing in, which is also regenerating your health, they'll continue to die, you'll continue to get health, and the farm goes on. I'm also using the ACDO feedback fence for a little bit of added buffer just to get to this point, but it really doesn't do anything once you're here. So you don't even really need it that much, but it is just an added bonus. But that's not really the thing I'm here to talk to you about. I mean, this is sort of the old end goal if that's all you want to do, but it's really how I got here. Because if you want to get here normally, you have to actually progress through the Shattered Throne to this point. That can be somewhat daunting, though not as much anymore, but in any case, having to run through the Shattered Throne and progress just to get a point where you can farm out Glimmer AFK is, well, like I said, it makes it just a little less desirable. The other thing that I want to discuss is how to actually stay in this specific spot and actually continue to get Glimmer and XP without getting interrupted. Now, this is something that I kind of found out on my own. For some reason, these infinite emotes, like you see me doing here, the ones that are just on a constant cycle, if you are on even a console or PC, if you stay in one of these, for some reason, the way that it moves the camera a little bit, it actually just doesn't register that you're not doing something, at least for quite a lot longer than if you were just standing still with your weapon in front of you. For some reason, the first-person perspective versus this perspective changes that timer somewhat. And for people that were on console, specifically Xbox guys, because I didn't get a chance to try this on the PlayStation, but I do have one of the new Xbox series. So for my Xbox people out there, I actually even went to my menu and I was able to do a whole bunch of other things while this was still going on in the background. In either case, you will get not dumped to orbit, but you will eventually get dumped, I think, back to your home screen if you are on a console. But that took me 45 minutes. That was 45 minutes that I was just able to leave myself here. So if you're going to go eat something or maybe take a break or do some work and you just want to farm some glimmer and some XP in the background, just find one of these infinite like circle emotes and you're good for approximately 45 minutes, I would say. Now the next thing that we're going to be really the sort of the meat of this video that I'm going to be sharing with you is a glitch that allows me to get to this spot very quickly, as well as get some free loot from the chests, the secret chests that are in the Shattered Throne. So, as you can see here, I'm starting off the Shattered Throne. I'm using that same Titan in this case. I'm doing a little bit of sword flying here, though it's not necessary. And though I'm using the Lion Rampant boots, you don't really need them. You just need a sword, really, is going to be all you're really going to need to get the jumping in this right. There are a few little tricky spots, but comparatively to some of the stuff that I've shown you on this channel before, this is actually very easy to do. So even if you're just, beginning to sort of glitch out of maps, or if you're not great at jumping puzzles in general, you will maybe have a little bit of trouble with this, but overall not too much. There just might be a couple of little spots where you'll have to repeat. But the best thing about this is that in this particular glitch, regardless of where you are or where you die, you actually do need to die in certain spots to progress forward. For the most part, you'll just spawn right back at the previous spot where you were on the ground. So you don't really ever need to retrace your steps all that much. So just run right past that first set of ads in the beginning, take the left in the tunnel, head over to this side, and you're going to drop right off of this ledge. And this sort of scoot under the rocks. I did this again without the Lion Rampant boots on, with just a normal Titan. Then when you get to that ledge, jump up and over and fall down. Now that's going to be the really tricky part. There is an invisible wall there that will kill you. So on that second ledge, you really have to take a flying jump up and go up and over. And then this is a load zone. Just sort of scoot through here with the sword. And you're going to fall down and die off of this ledge now. So when you hit that load zone, that's really all you need to do. Then fall down here, die, and you'll spawn in the descent, which is the next area. So just make sure that when you jump off that second ledge, remember that there is a death barrier before that big fall down the pillar. Jump up and over. You'll know you got over because the camera angle, if you are in third person, will change slightly. Once you're in the descent, you can progress through this area as fast as you need to. Know that if you die to enemies, you will not have to redo this whole section again. So that makes this whole thing a lot easier because you're not really in this area so far as the game can tell. So if I die killing any of these ads, I'm not going to have to re-kill them. They're all going to stay dead, and I can just continue to progress forward. So you can sort of just haphazardly kill all the enemies you need here. Don't worry about dying. In my case, I was going to spawn up on that back rock that I landed on again. But you can just kill the captain. Like, that's the best thing. You can just sort of rush him with a sword. You don't have to worry about killing any of the other enemies because you don't need to worry about dying. So like I said, I spawned back up here. It's really, you're going to spawn wherever you touched land next. So now that I get on this ledge, I would spawn here if I died, but I actually get up and around and get onto these ledges. Some people might not know that route, actually. It's normally not a good route to take because you're going to be getting shot most of the time, but when you don't have to die and you're just trying to get to that captain as quick as possible, it's a good little trick. Remember, a sword is going to be really the thing you're going to want to use, just because it's going to help you both with jumping as well as taking out the 1 or 2 enemies you actually need to. This is actually the only one I think you need to take out to progress forward. So just take him out. And again, don't worry about dying in any of this section, the room or the next room. In the next room, you'll see I kind of jump ahead. I died in that room several times just running through because I was just running through on the left side, killing all the enemies that I needed to just to get through. But when I would die, I would actually just spawn even in the room at certain points as I progressed through. So you don't really need to worry about that, which makes this whole thing a lot quicker. But then once you get through this room, just take a left into the ogre room. Again, you don't have to worry about dying anywhere here. I would just stick to the left side and just run along that left side. Don't even bother with the ogres. And you're almost already to the endless thrall room. So this whole thing, basically gives you that checkpoint, which you can then use for the whole week to farm out AFK as you need. It took me, I think, maybe 5 minutes. Again, I was sort of haphazardly doing it. I'm sure a competent player who's maybe run this dungeon many times, as you can see I jump off here, derp me, could probably get through it even faster using that glitch. Like I said, it's very simple. There's really just that one death barrier that you kind of have to get up and over. The one little ledge you have to drop off right in the beginning can be a little bit tricky, but I actually found that to be fairly easy comparatively. And that one little load zone can be a little bit difficult, but I found just sword swiping, you'll always get through it. You don't even have to worry about turning your frame rate down or anything like that. Because actually most of these clips were recorded. Some recorded on Xbox, some of them were recorded on PC. So then you're in the Endless Thrall room, and you can enjoy the farm. Another thing you can also get, some people might not know that there is a secret chest in this room, maybe if you're new to the game, but the secret chest is giving out Dreaming City loot, which is actually very desirable right now. I think even some of the shotgun, I can't remember what the name of the shotgun is, but that's actually sort of going to be taking the place possibly of Fellwinter's Helm, which is, or Fellwinter's Lie. I said Fellwinter's Helm, Fellwinter's Lie. Eventually. So, you know, some of these things are kind of old school, but some of it is still pretty good. You can also get, of course, legendary gear. And as you can see on this particular run, I think I had my Titan at like 1256. I wasn't really paying that much attention. I haven't played my Titan in quite a while, but you can jump off this ledge and just run over here and get this chest. But as you can see, I think I get like a 1277, so it was like a 20-point jump. That's only if you're under 1300, the soft cap, you'll get a high bump, but it was a significantly high bump. And then you'll just take that one little portal there right in front of you. That will lead you right back up to the top platform that you just jumped off. You'll take that right, move into, and this is an important thing, you're going to want to move into the last area, and I'm going to show you, to actually get XP and Glimmer continuously. For some reason, you will get some if you stay in this area, but over time, you'll stop getting XP and Glimmer. I'm not sure why that is, but for some reason, if you head over to this last little area, if you make your way around here, and tuck yourself into the right corner of this sort of outdoor platform, for some reason, you'll continue to get XP. Right here, you can kind of see it's like a little bench right there. Just kind of wedge yourself right back up against it. Get a kill, start the well. You can sit anywhere in this area. I sat here for a little bit, but then I actually just went back and sat right on that little bench thing. And that's actually the best spot. And you'll just continue to get XP and Glimmer. You can put a Rainmaker on, so if you want to get more Glimmer. And then after that, the next thing I didn't do on a Titan, though it is able to be done on a Titan. I was also getting a ton of triumphs while I was standing here like this, so that's another thing to keep in mind. But the next thing is actually for the second secret chest, and I did this on a Warlock, but it can be done on a Titan. I just, for convenience sake, it was the first time I was actually glitching for this chest. I just did it on a Warlock. So this is again picking up right at that same spot in the Endless Thrall room. I did have an AFK farm build that worked on the Warlock, but for some reason it seems like it doesn't work anymore, so I didn't show that. But that was an interesting build, though. It had to do with Warmind cells and reactive pulse, and you could get it to work in tandem, but it seems to be just a little bit slow now. Maybe I'm forgetting something about the way I did the build, but anyway, you'll head through the rest of the dungeon as normal. And again, don't be afraid to die at any point, because you'll just respawn wherever you were on land last. And this has a little bit more trick to it as far as the jumping, the out-of-bounds jumping puzzle that we're going to be going through. You're going to need stasis for part of this, or something that shoots stasis. I used a stasis grenade, so you'll see I switched subclasses here, and I will sort of edit out some of the there was some time gaps because I had to wait for sometimes grenades to charge, because I didn't get this on the first try, and you do need to sort of get it in the exact right place. But I'm going to be using the stasis grenade that creates the ice walls, so the big icicles. I can't remember what the name of that grenade is for the life of me, but we're going to head down into the room right before, is it Morgoth? No, it's not Morgoth. Right here, Elysium, right in this room, before the next encounter. And we're going to be going up through that little slat in the wall. So jump onto this pillar, and then there's a little sort of vine you can jump on there. And then throw your grenade right at that ledge so you can go and stand on it. You used to be able to do this before in different ways, but this makes it a whole lot easier. And then just crouch and sneak through. Jump up to the left and follow this little path all the way down. Move to the left here and jump down right here into the middle, and then move to the right side. Go around this ledge, head down this arch hallway, jump up onto this ledge, and then make your way up to this left ledge. There's a little cut there. Move right here, and then jump up onto the roof. Now you can fall down onto the floor beneath you. Don't move from that spot, because there's actually a very easy way to just jump up. There's a little ledge there that lets you jump up to that ledge you saw me on. But then jump up to this roof, turn to the right, and fall down, and you're in the next area. And this is the area with the next secret chest. You can progress all the way to the boss room, but the boss will not spawn, sadly. Though you might be able to use this for possible solo flawless runs, though I'm not totally sure how, but maybe if you were doing it with another teammate, you could get really far in and have your teammate sort of follow you. But now if you are on a warlock, you can fly over to this secret chest if you're using possibly heat rising, though I don't make it on this jump. But if you're using your super, you could probably fly over here. I went to the wrong pillar. But there's the secret chest. The easiest way is to just use a tincture of Queen's Foil, and just you follow the pathway that appears in front of you. So queue up one of these. Make your way right over here to this ledge, and you'll see the path appear. And then just follow them back to the secret chest. So that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found this helpful and kind of fun. Enjoy AFK farming as much as you like, and as quickly as you like, because like I said, makes that whole process of actually getting to this farm a lot easier. And if you're a new player and you just want to do this, you don't have to worry about actually being good at the dungeon or finding teammates to go into the dungeon with you. Get some free loot that might have a god roll in it, who knows. For the secret hashtag, you can leave in the comment section of today's video. Leave a hashtag Beyond Light, or a hashtag Season of the Chosen, or a hashtag AFK Farm, or AFK Glitch, any of those things. As always, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Thank you so much for watching once again, and of course, we will see you in the next video.